Hello, readers. This is Mrs. Harding here with you with Bud Not Buddy. By now, you should have read chapter 2 and also listened and followed along with me while I read chapter 1. And we're going to look now at word choice and how that affects the tone and what we know about the main character of Bud. So, on this page here, I have an example for you from chapter 2, page 21 through 22. And I want you to read along with me in this one sentence and look how the author, and in this case it's through the eyes of Bud, how Bud repeatedly uses the word gray over and over again. And just think to yourself, why did the author do that? All right, what does the author want me to know? Or what kind of feeling or tone am I supposed to get from this? So here's a sentence. There was a gray gas can in one corner next to a bunch of gray rakes and a pile of gray rags and a gray tire next to some gray fishing poles. Let's count how many times does the author use the word gray in just this one sentence? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times the author uses the word gray in just that one sentence. So that's really obvious that the author really wants you to notice that word gray and to feel a certain emotion from it, right? So remember, word choice is very important. It's what the writer is using to convey his or her ideas, yes, but also to make something more interesting and to convey a certain meaning to you as the reader. And that's something for you to remember when you're writing as well. You can write something really boring and really plain, or you can spice it up with some creative words, but also you can do something like this example shows of using the same word over and over again so that there's no way the reader's going to miss it. And that creates a certain emotion or feeling. So this example helps the reader realize that the shed must be very dark, and everything looks so gray to Bud, so it's obviously not a brightly lit area, right? That would be like the literal meaning. And the tone that you get from that, right? That's going to be based on the images, words, or phrases. It helps you see what the character or the author feels about this certain situation or person. So in this example, we can see that Bud's probably not super happy because gray is usually not used to indicate a lot of happiness. There's probably some frustration or bleakness. It's a little bit monotone. The word is being used over and over again to show that same feeling of just bleak, sad, depressing, or frustrating situation. A gray gas can in a corner by a bunch of gray rakes, a gray pile or a pile of gray rags, and a gray tire next to some gray fishing poles. Everything is just gray. It's the same monotone. There's not different colors. And that's probably how Bud is feeling. His emotion is the same as what he is seeing. Okay, next you're going to be participating in a discussion with other sixth graders looking at an example that I will give to you of figurative language used in chapter 2. And you're going to be going through the same process of looking at what that actual sentence says, what it actually means, right? So it's the literal meaning of it. Or I'm sorry, the literal meaning of it would be the figurative language. But what is that? What is the author actually trying to tell you? And then what tone does that give you? What do you know about Bud and his feeling toward what's going on based on that figurative language? So you'll be doing that next in your discussion.